Hi there, my name is Abby Nault. The book I have chosen is called Wild Symphony, and that's by Dan Brown. And I think this book could be best used for grade 1. A short synopsis of Wild Symphony. Wild Symphony is an amazing book that brings the reader through the whole animal kingdom of cheeky characters. Maestro Mouse is our guide that introduces us to many animals which are part of the animal symphony. The animals from the story range from hippos, birds, cheetahs, elephants, rats, beetles, ponies, armadillos, boars, and many more. Maestro Mouse describes characteristics of each animal that he encounters. Each animal gets their own adorable rhythmic description from Maestro Mouse. On each page of this book, Maestro Mouse displays an inspirational quote that goes with each animal. For example, with ponies, they teach us that tomorrow will come soon enough, so we should slow down and enjoy today. At the end of the book, all of the animals come together and play in a musical symphony directed by Maestro Mouse. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about musical skills and concepts which could be introduced or reinforced with this book. The first concept I'm going to talk about is rhythm, and the two outcomes I've chosen are music may move to a steady beat, and that beat may be grouped in fours, and that's more of a grade 4 outcome. So this book is really rhythmical in nature, so students can use rhythm sticks or something like an egg shaker to tap the beat as the teacher reads. Each line in the song is a 4/4 meter, or each line in the book, is a 4/4 meter, so students will build an unconscious understanding of quarter notes as well. So if I do a little example here, and this one's about the armadillo shell. An armadillo is really smart. He's got a shell and he's got a heart. He's got his shell when days are bad to keep things out that make him sad. So that's a really cool idea that kids could actually keep the steady beat while the teacher reads the little section from the book. So another skill that this book can help teach kids is actually moving. So in the program of studies, there are two outcomes that I looked at. So one was mime animals, machines, and other sounds, and the other was move to the beat in music through walking, running, hopping, galloping, etc. So I think a really good activity would be to allow students to move around while you're reading the book. Students must move in mind the animals the teacher is reading about. So example, on this page, we're obviously talking about birds, so maybe kids could run around and pretend to flap their arms just like their wings, and that actually just teaches kids that music can be fun and they can move around. So when looking at book qualities and why this is effective in developing musical skills and understanding, the inside cover page of this book actually displays a wide variety of musical instruments along with photos of each instrument so kids can actually see what those look like. Within also the actual pages of the book. Here you can see a frog that's holding a flute. Exposing children to a diverse range of instruments like this actually shows them what's out there, and that can be really amazing because they might want to go out and try those instruments for themselves. So the last thing I'd like to talk about is that the moral of this story is really quite amazing for children. So like the animals in our story, music can actually bring groups of people together no matter what their background is. I think it's really important to teach kids, especially today, about diversity. So obviously in the book, all of these groups of different animals from different animal kingdoms are coming together to play together in one symphony, and I think that's very beautiful. I think when talking about diversity, such as this at the end of the book, it's really important for musical understanding, and we could even enrich this by incorporating different music of different cultures into our classroom, and this book could be a really good primer to doing that. Thank you guys so much for watching the little explanation on my book Wild Symphony by Dan Brown. Hope you enjoyed.